lead me into my next topic. Like I told you, we just gonna have to run through it. Um, the massacre in Buffalo. Now, this was definitely something that I wanted to get to last week, but we did not have time to. So, if you have not already heard, there was a shooting in Buffalo. The suspect was identified as Peyton S. Gringen, an 18-year-old white man who killed 10 black people in Buffalo at a supermarket. Now, he wrote as far back as November about staging this live stream attack on African Americans. He practiced shooting from his car. He traveled hours from his home in March to scout out an area and made detailed entries of all the people who were there. He made a map of the grocery store along with tallies of the people that he counted coming in and out and recounted. There was a black security guard at the supermarket that confronted him that day and asked him what he was up to. And that security guard was also among the dead. Now, this was not last Saturday, but the previous Saturday. And he surrendered inside the supermarket and was arraigned on a murder charge over the weekend. And he pleaded not guilty. Now, over at Fox News, there was barely any mention of Peyton's motivations for opening fire at a supermarket. And the absence of coverage for that motivation kind of says a lot. So given that Fox News host Tucker Carlson, he pushes the concept of replacement theory in more than 400 of his shows and has arguably done more than anyone in the U.S. to popularize that conspiracy theory. So replacement theory is just that the more people of color, of minorities that they have going around, they're going to replace the population, and then white people will no longer be the majority, eventually thinking that the race will be extinguished. That's the conspiracy that they had going on. This isn't the first time that we heard of something like this.
And it won't be the last.
And it definitely won't be the last. It doesn't surprise me every time I hear it. We don't have to go into any detail. We know that I'm a black man in America. I don't have to tell you that America is a racist country. It was built on the backs of slaves. They try to cover up the history. They try to take it out of textbooks. They try to get you to forget. And then they try to normalize systematic oppression for disenfranchised individuals. We know the story, and it's kind of annoying that we have to keep reiterating it, and that we have to make all of the blatant, obvious bigotry. We have to point it out as if we didn't already know. So my sincere prayers, it goes out to the loved ones who were killed, the people who were wounded at the Top supermarket. One person I wanted to acknowledge, it's not like one was more important than the other, but Catherine Cat Massey. She was someone who was among the victims, and she fought for her community in Buffalo. She was an advocate for civil rights, for education, and did everything that she could to lift up the community of Buffalo. So a year ago, she penned a letter to the Buffalo News in support of more federal regulation of firearms, in which she talked about both urban crime, street violence, and mass shootings. So, with that being said, I just want to keep all of that in our thoughts, in our prayers, and we'll definitely keep up with this story as it unfolds, and just see what's going to happen with our suspect.